Crazy. You performed at Faces in the Crowd.
Okay.
And it was the night that I won. And I got off stage feeling like, yeah, I tore it down. I did my mama's thing.
Yeah.
And then
Joell ORTIZ comes out, a DJ, no hype man.
Big on
And
no hype,
just
man.
rocked it.
Thank you, bro.
And I was like, I need a DJ. Need a DJ like tomorrow. Need a DJ.
Yeah.
But I never forgot that. I never
crazy.
forgot that.
Face
I
in the
was like,
crowd.
yo. I was like, yo, I get it now.
You did your thing that
hype.
night, though, fam.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did, though.
You saw me.
Yeah, I saw you.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember everything.
Oh, shit. That's crazy.
I remember everything at shows.
Wow.
I like to watch opening acts and all that shit. I want to see what it is, because, like, I got more shows to do. If you bring that energy, then let's go. Let's do this one, too.
Yeah, that was
You get what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But that's crazy that you viewed me that way, like, damn, he got a DJ and shit like that, because in my mind, I always got work to do.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that
Nah,
probably
you did
wasn't.
your thing.
Thank
You
you.
did your thing.
Thank you. I don't do the hype and shit,
That
though.
goes back to what he said. You said you always got work to do.
Yeah, dog.
It's
Yeah.
always about
Yeah.
the craft.
I just remember, like, you know, damn, on song 3, I was looking down too long. All that. I'm in my head even when I perform.
I've seen you.
My brother.
We've been on the road, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were backstage, me and this dude. Had this one quick little story. He told me, yo, I was talking to Twister one day. And Twister said the realest shit in the world to me. He said, I'd rather die and go to hell than be Wack. He said that to me from a Twister.
He said, I'd rather die.
Yeah, that's what he
go
told
to
me
hell
one day.
than be
Wack.
whacked.
No, that's
Wack.
what Twister
That's
told
what
him.
Twister said, yeah.
Some of you niggas going to hell, man. Some of you niggas going to hell. Like,
Some of y'all there already.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's going down.
That shit's, I never forgot.
So why they don't care no more? Because, I mean, what shifted? Too much money came in the
They
game?
were able to be successful without it.
without
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Without it.
I
We
think
lowered the
that's
bar
it.
and let in
When
dudes.
being the best lyricist didn't equal having the most money, it
Game over.
no longer was about that no more.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm confused of when that happened.
Don't do it. 'Cause it's gonna be some names popping in a minute if you start saying
I'm just
when did it
confused when the
happen.
dopest dudes wasn't the most well off.
Well, no,
No,
there's
when being the best
they
lyricist.
guarantee, right?
Like,
Oh, okay.
No, there's,
You know what I'm
there's
saying?
never been a time in hip hop where the top guy wasn't a lyricist. That's
go.
never.
That's
That's
not
never.
true. Not
that,
true.
no, that's
That's
actually
not true. That's not
we
true.
can talk about that all
That's
day.
not true.
Name me one
Yeah,
era.
let's get
Name
the
me
era.
one
I'm
era.
gonna tell you what Banks told me, cuz go ahead, switch the style up. If niggas hate, then let them hate and let the
Jay-Z
money
was still
pile up.
rampaging through the world through that whole time.
No, he retired, bro.
Well, you saying 50
Actually,
wasn't
he
lyrical?
retired. 50 before, after Aftermath, Shady Aftermath, yes.
Jay didn't.
50 after, I understood it. He simplified it to appeal to a wider audience.
Not true.
And then you're on a label with somebody that, what are you really gonna try to, like, what was he supposed to turn into once he signed there?
So let me ask you a question.
That still doesn't negate the point. There's never been a time where a top dude wasn't a lyricist.
He was the top dude, bro.
Eminem was still there.
50 was the top dude.
Eminem put him on. And Eminem was
50,
a lyricist.
Yo, 50 was the top dude
He never
at that
surpassed
time, bro.
him.
What I wanted to ask y'all is,
Okay.
how are you viewing lyricism? Like, is it just ill penmanship, word flips, similes, metaphors, or does some shit that stick to your ribs count as lyricism?
Oh yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, he was.
Yeah, 'cause I think some people view lyricism in different lights.
It's like a code for me. Lyricism is like metaphors, similes, like just depth to what you're writing. Like it's not, you can't just take it for face value. There's something in there. It's like a code, and only the people who really look for it are gonna find it. Like everybody's raving about Jay-Z's verse on God Did, but they're probably raving because someone broke it down first. You know what I mean? And a lot of shit that they were listening to, thinking that was regular shit, now they're like, oh, I get it now. Oh, he said facial, mud out the, oh, wow, that's crazy. Makeup, wow, that's great. You know what I mean? So now they're getting it.
Yeah.
I look at that as lyricism. Like battle rap is like lyricism on steroids. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how we entertain people, period. Period.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing else to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But for like certain artists, like Nelly, would you look at Nelly as a lyricist? he said some things over the years that like, okay, yeah, I fuck with that Nelly. Damn, for real?
You want me to
Damn.
lie?
Ain't got no love for the.
No,
ain't got
that doesn't
love
mean
for-
he's whack. That just means there's levels.
So this is what I'm saying. You don't look at that as lyricism,
No,
right?
I don't. I think he's had a couple of lyrical lines, but I don't think overall what he does is lyricism. No.
Okay.
I think he's a clever
Does
rapper.
is this one of those things where everybody always had their own definition?
There's been
Yeah.
a set probably, but then there's a qualified opinion, and then there's just an opinion, and then there's an opinion.
Who's a qualified opinion? In
I
this
have a
matter?
qualified opinion. I
Who
have a
else is a
qualified.
qualified opinion in this?
I
matter?
had this conversation today on Twitter with Ransom.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And they were talking about some hip hop page didn't really understand elite lyricism and what it takes to be an elite lyricist and what kind of tools and technical abilities an elite lyricist has. And a lot of people were like, yo, you're a hip hop page. You're supposed to know this.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And me and Ransom were kind of educating this dude a little bit on what double entendres
And
and
all that shit.
metaphors and all that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And when you start talking to people, you start realizing that sometimes you gotta be either super into it from the gate or you gotta be a writer to understand
it.
certain levels.
So it doesn't always appeal to the masses.
It doesn't always appeal to the masses.
But it
you know what
doesn't.
I mean?
It doesn't change what it is.
It doesn't change what it is.
Okay, what's James Brown? What's the first word that comes to your head when I say James Brown? What is he?
Hey!
Would you call him a singer?
Yes.
Okay. What's Luther Vandross?
A singer. Why you?
Do you think one can sing next to the other? You ever heard him do what Luther does? You ever heard him do what Aretha Franklin can do? No.
No,
Which
but
is why
he does what James Brown does,
exactly
which is
my
pretty
point,
damn good.
Which
like,
is entertaining. A singer will tell you that he's an entertainer. He even calls himself the world's greatest entertainer. He'll tell you that he wasn't doing what we see singers do. A vocalist will piss on you if you try and tell them that T-Boz is one of them. Shout out to T-Boz, because what she does is dope. But holding a note like Whitney, holding it, you know what I'm saying? Like there's
yeah, but
levels
at the
when you
same
start
time,
talking.
but I
It
can't,
doesn't make
I
it any
can't
less
imagine
entertaining.
anyone singing A Man's World better than James Brown.
Exactly my point. I can't imagine anybody doing We Going Down. I can't, when Nelly does what he does, I was dancing. I love that shit. I'm not mad at it. I'm not shitting on it. I just understand that this is what this is. That's what that is. And what you value it is completely up to you.
Shit. Can I do that?
Wow, that was...
Yeah, it's
Mr.
a
Turn Your Phone
retro,
off.
man. It's a retro, man.
Mr. Turn
It's a
Your
lot
Phone
of
off
other
before the
shit
show
going on
starts.
right now. So what's a lyricist to y'all? And why? Why be a lyricist?
A lyricist, for me, would be the girth in your rhymes. I don't care. You know, I'm, again, from the 90s generation. I grew up on KRS-One. I grew up on X-Clan and people like that. If your rhyme don't say nothing, I don't care how strategic you made it. I don't care about all of that.
It has to say something?
It has to say something. I got to learn something from it. It got to be educational.
The content,
I have to
the
have
message.
something, yes. I have to have some girth to it. I have to mean
Some
something.
substance.
Yeah, you know.
When you say girth, that's just slightly paused, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lyricist to me, right? So you gotta be nice, right? It starts with that. Like, can I say you nice? If I can say you nice, then you can get in the conversation.
Then
right?
what's nice?
But that's what I'm trying to allude to. Like, all right, so Nelly's nice at what he does. You know, nigga was putting together smash records.
Yeah.
Melodies was unmatched for a few years. Like, he had the world dancing.
Word. To this day, I don't know. Underlay, mommy. Yeah, oh.
But you were
I
saying
don't know how
when they
you
dropped
put
the
that
mic,
together.
when they what's popping and not,
Nah.
right? It was crazy. You know,
Yo,
yeah, niggas say,
But
yeah.
to this day, my nigga ain't
Fire.
nobody pulling up. Yo, underlay. Yeah, oh. No, nobody's doing that.
He had an ill
but
bar in
the
there.
shit worked.
Quietly, there was an ill bar in that. At least one. at least one or two. There's a couple of ill bars.
Yeah,
in
but
there.
for me though, let's strip the music. Let me hear the verse and let me see if I go wow. Sometimes that's what I want to see. Like he said, the depth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if we stood around and rhyme, how would you move me off you and what you say and how you play with words?
No beat, no nothing.
Nothing. Let me
Right.
see where you at.
Can't double it.
Can't do nothing. I need to hear you. You need to enunciate properly. I need to be the next person rhyming going, oof, it's gonna be a tough one. I'll do.
Yeah.
That's me though. That's what I came up in. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, but I would never sit here and discredit someone like 50 who had us riding around crazy to real shit.
Right.
Many Men was on repeat for me. I can't even explain, man. Like that shit was in my soul.
I almost cried. I almost cried when I heard that.
Nigga,
Yeah, he was talking to
We
his
was
soul.
talking.
I almost cried.
We was reciting the skit.
Right.
Yo, damn, niggas, let's go get something to eat. Nigga, that shit was there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it was taking homie so long. Man, pull up, like, nigga, like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, I guess at my core, it's like, yo, is son nice or is she nice? You know what I'm saying? And then after that, it's different conversations. Because you got to give it up when people can move. Anybody who can move, Tupac.
Right in the same
Come
vein.
on, son.
Right.
Right in the same
Right.
vein.
Hit you in your chest.
Right.
He ain't saying the cleverest shit.
Yeah, it's not double and triples, it's
But what he
singular
said-
damage.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Here you go, you know what I'm saying? So,
Like if you listen to like the Biggie and Tupac freestyle, I got 7 Mac 11s, about 8 38s. When I was young, I was like, yo, Biggie's smoking him.
yeah.
Like he's throwing in bars, punchlines, all that. And Pac came on, it was like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but it was until I got older, I matured, that I could feel what he was saying.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
And you got to give points for that. Like a lot of people just don't know how to grade lyricists correctly. Their grading system is off. They don't understand what to give points for in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the reason why when they get on hip hop Twitter and all that other shit, they talking out the side of their neck because they don't know.
How to grade it.
They don't know how to grade. They don't know that if somebody is talking to your soul, that's an A+ verse right there.
Right.
They don't get that
To
part.
this day, I don't feel like niggas get half the shit that I said. in
And that's
battle
another
rap.
thing. If you going over people's heads and you bringing all this shit, another A+. It's like, you know, I just like the art of words, so it don't matter. I hear people say, man, this M rhyme was dope, but he didn't say nothing. He don't gotta say nothing for me personally. You know what I'm saying?
Why
I
is
just
that?
like, well, because I love the art of connecting words. So when I hear somebody do it on a master level, I acknowledge that's a master. I know how hard it is to make that paragraph
Right.
exist.
Right.
I know that it takes a skill.
Right.
I know that it takes, you know what I mean, a real motherfucking technical abilities to do that. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck if he ain't saying nothing that I can relate to, because right now I'm just in love with the way the motherfucker put the words together. Period.
Yeah.
And I can give people points for that.
Me too.
Because I'm the same way when it comes to somebody talking to your soul, like Scarface. The same fucking way.
God, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
yo, he just spoke to my soul.
So, word.
You feel me? So it's like, I feel like that conversation, that narrative, you know, surrounding him and all that, it's like, yo, dog, that's like saying, you can't say he's not nice. He's nice, period. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a hard argument to sell.
Yeah, but they selling it.
They'll try.
They'll try to sell that all
try.
day.
He's not nice.
Man, they'll try to sell that all day because they just don't like how he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? They just don't like how he's doing his thing.
That's when you know it's hate. Like, come on, bro. Like,
yeah.
It's Hoffa. Trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work you heard. Making fiends leave earth you heard. Got your baby mama thirst you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf you heard.